In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create heart-shaped notebook design slide in PowerPoint, and this is how the slide looks. You can see here I've just put the title here and I've added 4 pages, page 1, 2, 3, 4 with different color combination, and I've added the spiral binding effect here. And when I click, the heart opens. You can see here and it comes the first page where you can add the title, some detailed text. On the right side you can add some images or icons, and on my next click it moves to the page number 2 again with different text and different image here. Then here you can see here the page 3, page 4, and then it says thank you. And if you have not subscribed to my channel PowerPoint University, please subscribe it now and make sure to enable the bell notification icon. You can join my Telegram group with the help of this link, and if you like to contribute to my channel, you can do it through PayPal or Patreon. The link is provided in the video description section. I have used Office 2019 version for this particular template. So let's start the tutorial. Add a new slide, go to view, enable the guides. Now I'm going to add the heart shape, so I'm not going to use the default shape here. You can go to insert, you can see here there's a heart shape here. I'm not going to use that one, but I'm going to create my own one. For that, go to the rectangles and you can select this one, the rectangle top corners rounded. Just draw maybe this much size, and later on we can increase or decrease the size. And you can see here the 2 orange point. The first orange point, which is on the top, I'm just going to drag it inside so it becomes fully curved. Shape outline, I'm going to make it no outline. Align center, align middle. Then press Ctrl D to duplicate. Let me just give some different color. Again, align center, align middle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the Alt key and the right arrow key I'm going to press 3 times. So Alt, 1, 2 and 3. You can see here. Now let me just select the blue rectangle, and then I'm going to hold the Alt key and the left arrow key I'm going to press 3 times. Alt, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so now what I can do is I can just select this one and bring it on top exactly here. Can you see here? Let me just zoom it, and you have to make sure that it is properly aligned. Yeah, I think this is properly aligned. So you can see here this heart shape. Now let me just select both of this, go to format shape, merge and make it union. It becomes one shape. Can you see here? Then what I'm going to do is, depending on my requirement, I'll hold the shift key and increase the size. Can you see here? I can just hold the shift key and increase the size, and maybe this much size I need. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the heart into 2 pieces. So let me just go to insert shapes and let me just select this one. What I can do is only that half part I'm going to select. Let me just give some different color. The other part I'm going to delete it. So let me just select this, hold the shift key and select this one, merge shape. I can make it subtract so it becomes only half, and then press Ctrl D to duplicate and go to rotate, and I'm just going to flip horizontal, and let me just move this a little bit here and little bit here. Can you see here the gap? I've just given the gap here in the center. Now I'm going to change the color. First of all, I'm going to change the color of the background. Right mouse click, go to format background, and any color of your choice we can give. Let me just give some gray color here, and for these 2 colors I'm going to select and I'm going to give a white color so it looks something like this. And then both of this I want to give some outline, so any color outline you can choose and increase the weight. You can see here you can just increase the weight, and then you can give more spacing in the center. All right, and make sure that both are aligned properly. So you can go to the format shape, align, you can put top, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add the spiral binding effect here. For that, let me just zoom it a little bit, go to insert shapes. I'm going to select the oval shape, just click the oval shape, shape fill. I can give some light color here, shape outline, no outline, Then go to the effects, shadow. Under presets, I'm going to select the inner here, top left, looks something like this, and hold the shift key, reduce the size. You can see here, maybe this much. If you want, you can further reduce also. Press Ctrl D, add the other side. You can see here. Make sure that equal spacing is there, and then go to insert shapes. From the, you can see here, I'm just going to scroll it here, which is, I can choose from the flowchart. You can see here this one, which is the flowchart terminator. I'm just going to use that. All right, and then put it exactly in the center. Shape outline, make it no outline, and I'm going to use some gradient fill. So I'm going to choose any of this direction, and then I'm going to make it a black here, and the other side also I'm going to make it a black. And here one more, I'm going to make it white here, you can see, and here I can just choose some gray color. So it looks something like this. And then what I'm going to do, just make sure that it is equal spacing is there. Then I'm just going to select this, press Ctrl G to group it, Ctrl D to duplicate, just add it here, Ctrl D, you can see here, keep on adding that one. All right, and again select all this, align left, press Ctrl G, it becomes one group here. You can see here something like this. The next step is to add the lines here. For that, go to insert shapes, select the line. You can see here I can start putting the line from this side, or if you want you can just make it somewhat down also, maybe from here. I can just increase the size, hold the shift key so that you get a perfect straight line. And shape outline, I can give some, you can see here this blue color, and if you want you can make it somewhat transparent also, so it looks something like this. Then press Ctrl D, and then I'm just going to add few more lines depending on the requirement, and you can choose how much the width you want to keep it. So you can see here I'm just adjusting the size. You can press Ctrl D again, you can see here, again Ctrl D, reduce the size. You can see here I'm just reducing the size, press Ctrl D, and again further reduce the size. So like this, you just need to add as many lines as possible, so depending on your requirement. All right, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select this line by holding the shift key and press Ctrl G to group it. Let me just remove these guides. Now I'm going to add the other side, so I'm going to press Ctrl D to duplicate. Sorry, let me just select this. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to format, rotate, and I'm just going to rotate flip horizontal and place it exactly, all right, something like this. So you can see here both the sides, the lines are there. Now this one, bring this to front, so any lines are there which will go back here. So you can see here this is the simplest way you can add the lines, and here the shape has gone here and there, so let me just align top. I think this is perfect now. So this is the slide number 1. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some page numbers here. So go to insert shapes, select the rectangle, draw the rectangle, maybe the first one from here. I want to give this much gap here. Shape outline, make it no outline, and you can choose any color of your choice. Press Ctrl, first of all send this to back, then press Ctrl D, change the color, and then I'm just going to put it here, increase the size, and then send this to back. So you can add 4 or 5 different pages depending on your requirement. So let me just put only 3 here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to increase it here, something like this, and send this to back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it the same way, the heart shape here. So I'm going to select this, press Ctrl D to duplicate, shape outline, make it no outline. Let me just give some transparent look so that exactly how much I'm going to cut I'll show you. So you can see here, whatever which is visible, that only that part I'm going to keep it, and the rest I'm going to delete it. So I've got 3 shapes here, so I'm going to make 3 heart shapes. So press Ctrl D one more time, again exactly put it on the top of this, again press Ctrl D and add it one more here. So make sure that it is properly aligned. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, hold the shift key, select this one, you can just intersect it. Okay, so it's there. Again I'm going to select this and again intersect it, and here I'm going to select and intersect it here. So you can see here, and if it is not equal size, you can just move up and down also here. So you can see here like this you can make it. So if you want, you can further bring it out, okay, depending on your requirement. And then here I can give a shadow effect for this. All right, so you can see here the shadow effect has been created, and then you can add the numbers here. Go to insert text box, I'm going to type it 1, right aligned, bring it here, make it font as white, and any good font you can choose. Maybe you can choose Century Gothic, make it bold, increase the size, press Ctrl D. This is for this one, and here let me just change this one to 3 and this is to 2. Now I'm going to just group this both, Ctrl G. This also I'm going to group it, and this also I'm going to group it, and both send this to back. All these 3 send to back. So you can see here the first design, initial design is ready. Now it's time to add some text and some images here. So before adding any text, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select this and right mouse click and just duplicate the slide. You can see here. Then what I'm doing with this, let me just delete this lines, and here I can just go to the format shape and I can just rotate it, flip horizontal, and give any color of your choice, whichever color you feel better. Shape outline, maybe you can give some any other color, whichever color, and bring this to front. You can see here, and I'm going to put it something like this, and this one bring to front. All right, and if you want, you can just select this and reduce the size also. Okay, something like this you can see here. Or let me just do one thing, bring this to front and hold the shift key and reduce the size. Okay, so depending on your requirement, you can increase or decrease it. You can see here something like this it will look. And go to insert text box. This is your main title. You can just put it here, white font. I'm going to use the font called the ink free. Okay, make it bold, center align, increase the size. You can see here something like this. So this is my first page, and then it goes here. So for this particular slide, what I'm going to do, I'm going to transitions, and here you can see here page curl, and this page curl I believe it is available only in the latest version of PowerPoint. If you're using 2010 or 13 or 16, I think this is not available, but you need to check it. So let me just put it something like this. So you can see here, if I play first main title, when I click it opens, and then the first page comes here. And this first page, what you can do is you can just go to insert text box and you can just type page 1 or any title of your choice. Again, some good color, you can choose it. I'm going to make it ink free, make it bold, center align, increase the size, and then go to insert text box. You can just add detailed text Here again I'm going to choose the same font, ink free, whichever color you need, black or any color of your choice. You can just select it and press Ctrl D. You can add different lines here. All right, and on this side either you can add the text or you can add any image, picture or any designs of your choice. For example, I have used here, for example, I'm just going to copy this, the same my own design. I'm just pasting it here. If you want, reduce the size and put it here. Okay, so this is my page 1. So let me just play once again. When I click, it opens something like this. All right, now the next thing is I'm going to add the page 2. For that I'm going to duplicate this. Okay, and then this becomes page 2, and you can change the color so that you can differentiate you are in this page, or if you want you can just change the color of this also. You can see here, whichever way you want, you can just change it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I have to just move this on also page 1 to the right side. So let me just select this. Let me just move a little bit here. I'm going to select this, bring the other side, you can see here, and then go to the format shape. You can just flip it, okay, horizontal I believe, and then flip vertical, and this one you can just rotate it so it becomes one like this, and you can go make it left align and then just bring it here. All right, okay, so let me just change this one, and I can use any other design. For example, let me just do one thing here. I can add some icons. Go to insert icons, and I'm just going to choose this. You can see here, and any color of your choice you can just add it here. Okay, so what you can do is, for example, let me just show you now. When I click, this comes the first page, then comes the second one. Like this, you can just add as many pages as per your requirement. Just duplicate this one, so this becomes page 3. Okay, and then you can just change the color as per the requirement, whichever color you feel better. Again, change this icon and add some different, and this one I'm just going to move it the other side. So let me just go to format shape, rotate. I can just say flip vertical, and I have to just flip horizontal and vertical. You can see here like this, and then I'm just going to move it here. So this one actually I have done the other way. I should have done like this one. Okay, so I have done something wrong there, so you can just correct it later on, not a problem for that. Okay, so I can just rotate it back, so that has to be corrected. It's my mistake. All right, so I can just put it and correct this one. So like this you can add page number 3, 4, 5. So let me just show you once again. This is page 1. You can see here page 2. Like that you can add page 3, page 4, and then you can just copy and paste it as the last page also. So I hope you got all the idea already. So let me just do the last one. Just duplicate the slide. You can see here, you can just make it page 4 or page 5. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to transfer this the other side, and here you have to just, again, you can see here, flip horizontal if it is not fitting. I think this is fitting properly. All right, and then I can just make this as left align, and then properly align it, make sure that it's properly aligned, and this is the page, last page. So let me just play once again. So main title, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and then it should close. So again, press Ctrl or right mouse click, duplicate this one, and here what I'm going to do is, let me just delete this. All right, then here go to format shape, rotate it, and I can just say flip horizontal, bring to front, give some nice color, whichever color you feel better, and put it here. Again bring this to front. All right, and again I'm just going to make it more smaller. You can see here, and then I'm just going to add thank you here. The same font I'm going to use, ink free, white font, increase the size and put it here. So let me just play from the beginning. So this is the main title. It opens the page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, and then it closes. Thank you so much. So like this we can just make your heart-shaped notebook design.